watching this quite a few times and I really enjoyed it. So let's read the little description. Ant Island has a beautiful tree at its centre, big boulders at its shore, and an ant community living beneath it all. Twisted tree roots serve as paths connecting the rooms that house the colony. The ants spend the bulk of each day working, walking in lines and gathering food. Then every season, a gang of grasshoppers led by the sinister Hopper take the colony's hard-earned food. So the characters that we've got in this one are Dot, Ada, Flick, the Queen, the Evil Hopper, is that DJ or PJ? PJ Flea? DJ? I'm not even sure. Heimlich, who in my opinion is the best character, Francis the Ladybug, Manny and Gypsy, Dim, Slim, Duck and Roll, and Rosie the Black Widow. As always, this part is just like a condensed down description of the entire movie, but I'm not going to read that because we want to get to the map. So this map is quite a close-up of just a small area, I guess because they're bugs. Makes sense. So here we have the bird, Blick on his little dandelion, flying around the circus, Duck and Roll. Oh, it's PT Flea, DJ Flea. Oh my god, that's so funny. DJ Flea. Okay, so it's PT Flea. To be fair, that really looks like it says DJ Flea. I was like, I don't remember him like mixing, but okay. The plan to frighten the grasshoppers with a giant model bird goes up in flames. Oh yes, I remember that part. The offering stone holds the annual offering for the grasshoppers. Kind of reminds me of in The Walking Dead when Negan has to take a cut from everybody. Sorry about that, guys. So next up we have Finding Nemo, and this is of course a classic. I don't know anybody who hasn't seen Finding Nemo. I'm sure there's people out there, but this is definitely one of the more well-known films. I don't know if you guys have been on Crush's Coaster in Disneyland. It was so funny, me and my friend went on it for the first time because even though we knew it was kind of a little bit scary, we were watching people's faces as they were coming through the part where you could see them, and we thought, okay, everybody looks like they're smiling, they're happy, they're having a good time, so it can't be that bad. And then once we got on the ride, we realised that that part was right at the beginning. As soon as you get on, before you even go in the dark on the crazy roller coaster part, so we were like, oh, okay. So we had no idea what was in store for us, but I loved the ride. You just don't know what's going on at all because it's so dark. Like after the pretty part, obviously. Okay, so Marlin and his son Nemo are clownfish living in the Great Barrier Reef. Marlin is content with the comfort of his home and has no wish to explore the wide ocean. But Nemo loves adventure. During one of Mr. Ray's school lessons, Nemo tries to swim into the open water. Marlin and Nemo argue, and Nemo, grumpy at his father, swims into the open water anyway. Here's the plot of the story. And of course we have Marlin, Dory, harbour. I like this map. Like aqua blue, green colours, pretty. I still think my favourite map though was Alice in Wonderland, just because of all the little points of interest that I love from Alice in Wonderland. Okay, the next film that we have is Disney Pixar's Cars. Oh, can you hear the wind? I thought I picked a non-windy day today, but it turns out sitting right by the door is probably not the best idea. I've seen snippets of the film Cars, but I've never seen the full movie. It's just not something that's my thing. But I think my baby brother used to watch it, so I think that's how I've seen parts of it. It says, nestled alongside the historic Route 66 is Radiator Springs, a jewel of a town. Since it was founded in the early 1900s, it has been an oasis in the desert. Residents consider it their pleasure to take care of visitors, whether that means fitting them for new tyres, offering a new paint job, or serving a good swig of motor oil. I saw a video on YouTube of the Cars ride in Disney World, I believe it was, and it looked fantastic. I was so jealous that we don't have it in Disneyland Paris, because it looked really, really cool. I'd love to go there someday. So the characters that we have are Lightning McQueen, Maida, Sally, Doc Hudson, Blow, Ramon, Luigi, and Guido. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right because I don't know the movie, but Sarge, a World War II veteran, Bill Moore, Lizzie, Red, and Sheriff. There's so much going on in this map. Oh my goodness. Okay. After losing a race against Doc Hudson, Lightning McQueen is forced to fix the road he clumsily destroyed. Have like some little, are they canyons? What are they called? Like things made out of rock and sand over here. Radiator Springs, the cafe, and we can follow the road either up or down or to the right. And here's the Route 66. After he was caught speeding by the sheriff, Lightning McQueen was held prisoner at the impound. Okay, next up we have The Incredibles, which again I have never seen. It seemed like the beginning of this book was more like the classics that I had seen most of when I was a kid, but these ones are a little bit more, well, for me anyway, I haven't seen as many of them, but let's have a little read. Bob and Helen Parr used to be two of the greatest crime-fighting superheroes, but when people started to sue them, they decided to live normal lives with their 3 children, Violet, Dash, and baby Jack Jack. Bob wants things to go back to the way they were, so when he loses his boring job and is contacted by the mysterious Mirage, he is excited. She needs his help with an out-of-control robot. This is the opportunity like people like cosplay her and stuff like that. I've definitely seen this character in different places. Frozone, Mirage, and Syndrome. I feel like they look a little bit like Fantastic Four type characters. Maybe that's what it's based on, I don't know. Actually sounds good though. This reminds me of the bad guy in Megamind. I used to love Megamind so much. So this is a little bit different because it is a map of an island, a little bit like what we saw on Peter Pan at the beginning on the last video. So it says the volcano is the site of Mr. Incredible's first battle with an omnidroid robot. I have Mr. Incredible here. This is where Syndrome launches his omnidroid rocket, which is carrying his latest droid. The Parr family live in Metroville. It's the site of their showdown with Syndrome. And there's Dash running away, or at least dodging these little lasers. Ratatouille. I really like Ratatouille. I haven't actually seen the film in many years, but I definitely like the ride. I keep comparing all of these to rides because of course I am Disney obsessed, but I think they've just made it 2D, like it used to be 3D, but I swear for some reason now it's you don't have to wear the glasses. But I feel like that was so much part of the magic, where you felt like things were like rolling towards you and being thrown at you, so I don't know if it'll be as good. Remy is a rat with a refined palate and ambitions to become a gourmet chef. However, his talents are wasted until he finds himself stranded near Gusteau's, the top restaurant in all of France. So of course we have Remy the rat, Emile, Alfredo Linguini. Wow, okay. Colette, Gusteau, Anton Ego, Skinner the chef, and Mabel. I love that as you walk down to Ratatouille the ride, there's all of the food stalls in Disneyland Paris. It just seems like you're in your own kind of little village tucked away from the rest of Disneyland. Very bright colours on this map. So That's really cute. So if we take a look at the map, again it's quite a small map because I guess it's just, well, I don't know the story, but there's the iconic house with the balloons at the top. Oh, okay, so it says that the house lands on the top of a mountain. There's the rare bird and the duck the dog. Explorer Charles Muntz lives in a cave and plots to capture Kevin. Who's Kevin again? Oh, of course, Kevin is the bird. Of course it would be. Who else would Kevin be? And there are the three dogs. I didn't actually know that the story was about them landing on a mountain and exploring. I actually had no idea what the story was about, so interesting. Okay, I have of course seen Frozen a few times. I think I was probably about 20, maybe 21. It's in the kingdom of Arendelle. Princess Elsa was born with a touch of icy magic in her. After accidentally injuring her sister Anna, she spends years locked in the castle, learning to bury her powers, telling nothing to confused Anna. Is it Anna or Anna? I feel like it depends where you're from. Years later, Elsa and Anna's parents are tragically lost at sea. As next in line to the throne, Elsa closes the palace to visitors to keep her powers a secret. We have a little bit about the movie. I always go to say book for some reason. Anna and Elsa. King Agnar, is it? And Queen Iduna. I'm not sure if I'm reading that right. It doesn't help that they've put the names in the most difficult cursive writing. So no wonder I called him DJ Flea. Kristoff and Sven. I think Kristoff for some reason reminds me of Jim from The Office. He has that kind of look about him. I don't know. Like in animated form. Olaf. Prince Hans. The Duke of Weaselton. Dabby, is it? Babby and Balder. See again, what is this letter? What is it? Oaken and Marshmallow. What a cute name. I so don't remember this film half as well as I used to, because a few of those characters I don't remember at all. Oh, lots going on here. We have some like blue, white type colours, and then the river running through, and then the land is like the green colour. So here are the wise trolls. Here's Elsa up in her little ice kingdom up here. Anna. Kristoff. Olaf just peeping through the middle there, and some wolves howling. If we follow this from Elsa's castle, comes all the way down, back up through the wolves, down past Olaf, through the village, and ends up at their childhood castle of Arendelle. Very pretty. Moana. I really enjoyed Moana. I've seen it a few times. I need to watch the second one because it's just come out, like, well, not just recently, but kind of recently come out on Disney Plus, so I would like to watch that. I really like the shell guy, you know, the shiny guy, played by Jermaine from Flight of the Conchords. I think ice crab who loves everything shiny. Okay. Motunui. I really need to brush up on my pronunciation of some of these places and people's names. Is a thriving, self-sufficient and peaceful island, gleaming with tropical beauty. The island goddess Tefiti created the island, its people and its wildlife. Originally a benevolent goddess, things took a turn when the demigod of Maui stole her heart. A small Pounamu stone. So we have Moana, Maui, Gramatala, Chief Tui, Sina, Hey the rooster, Pua the pig. That is a P, that is not a D, I have learned. Tefiti, Kakamora, Tamatoa and Teka. I apologize if any of those were mispronounced. Oh wow, this is beautiful. So of course here is the Tefifi, the goddess over here, and then we have the evil crab, a shipwreck, Maui. Oh, I like the compass, that's pretty. I thought those were airplanes for some reason. Why would they be airplanes? And there's Moana and her family. A waterfall leading to the ocean. Very pretty. Monsters University. So I've seen Monsters Inc., but I have never seen Monsters University. I'm guessing it's like a spin-off of the original movie, but Monsters University isn't the kind of school you end up at by accident. Students are likely to have dreamed of attending MU since they were a larva. Grub, egg, puggle or chickle. Mike Wazowski has dreams of becoming a scarer despite the fact he is not that scary. Sully, on the other hand, comes from a long line of scarers. Oh, so I guess this is a prequel to the film Monsters Inc. because they're all little. Mike Wazowski, James P. Sullivan, that so looks like a D, Randy Boggs. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that because the cursive is messing with my brain. Let's just call him Dean. Don Carlton, Scott Squishy Squibbles, Art, Terry and Terry, what? disgust helps her make smart decisions. Sadness, on the other hand, is often ignored. So here is Riley the kid. Joy, sadness, anger, fear, disgust. Bing bong. Jangles. The Forgotten. And the Rainbow Unicorn. He was on the front cover, so I guess now we know that the Rainbow Unicorn is from Inside Out. The page. Oh wow, this looks crazy, I guess because it's like her imagination. I like this. So they're up in what looks like a control panel type place, and then we just have little random parts scattered around. Honesty Island collapses. Oh, I just spat on the page. I apologise. Honesty Island collapses when Riley takes her mother's credit card. I guess this is kind of a coming of age story for like a teenage type audience. Imagination Land features the French Fry Forest, Trophy Town, Cloud Town, Lava Pits, House of Cards, and the Imaginary Boyfriend Generator. Which is that, I guess. Dream Productions make Riley's dreams light up at night. I really love the concept. I think it's a really good concept. Coco! I love this film. I didn't discover it until I was like, I don't know how old, but it wasn't that many years ago. But since I watched it the first time, I've watched it so many times afterwards. I have a really sweet picture of the Coco part in Disneyland Paris where you can get like the burritos and stuff. And I'm just standing underneath the big statue of Coco and I'm just like smiling my face off. I really love Coco. Santa Cecilia is a colourful village in the heart of Mexico with its lively shops, open markets and warm residents. This is home to many families who value their culture and history. The village is alive with music and decorated with papel picado. Miguel lives here with his large family, the Riveras, who are known for their shoe store. Miguel, Dante the dog, Ernesto de la Cruz, Hector, Mama Imelda, Pepita, Mama Coco, Abuelita, Mama and Papa. I love the music in this film too. For some reason I always like associate when he goes into the world of the dead. It kind of makes me think of Beetlejuice. You know, like how they can cross the realm into like the part where the dead are. I don't know why. Just kind of makes me think of that. Oh, I thought the map was gonna have the other place in it as well, but it doesn't. It's his town, his village. In the centre of Mariachi Plaza stands a statue of the famous Ernesto de la Cruz. Why is Miguel like huge? He's not very to scale, is he? But then I guess nobody is because this cat is also the size of a house, so I guess we'll let it go. So if we follow the path, there's so many paths that you can follow, all different kind of zigzag of ways. years. I have the plushie three brothers in bear form from the Disney store many years ago. I think I bought them for my sister, and then eventually I kind of claimed them as my own over time as she got older, but they're like some of my most prized plushies because they're so cute, and they're all sitting in like a different kind of stance so you can tell them apart. The Kingdom of Dunbroch is in the Scottish Highlands, is home to 4 proud clans. King Fergus and Queen Eleanor of Clan Dunbroch rule over Clan Macintosh, Clan MacGuffin and Clan Dingwall. When the king and queen decide to prepare their daughter for court, Merida just wants to practice archery and explore the kingdom. That definitely does sound more fun than preparing for court. I would rather practice archery any day. So we have Merida, Queen Eleanor, King Fergus, Harris, Hubert and Hamish, Maudie, Angus, the witch, I believe she was on the front cover as well, which I did not recognise at the time, Mordu, Lord and Young Macintosh, Lord and Young MacGuffin, Lord and Wee Dingwall. That's so cute. I really like this map. It's very like dark, like deep kind of colours. So of course we have one of the castles. With its simple design, the castle is home to King Fergus, Queen Eleanor, Princess Merida and triplets Harris, Hubert and Hamish. I wondered if they would be in bear form, but they're not. They're still in the less exciting child form. But so we have like a little moat type thing going through a bridge to get to the castle, and then the castle grounds. And there's Merida practicing her target practice. Looks like she's pretty good. And the compass is a sword. It's interesting that in this compass, north is not a top. I think usually north is at the top. Is this the last one? Let me just check so we can mentally prepare. Okay, so last but not least, we have Finding Dory, which I have never seen the spin-off of Finding Nemo. I feel like spin-off is not quite the word, but I guess it is. When forgetful Dory was little, she lived with her parents in her cozy coral home in Morro Bay, California. One day, a strong current pulled her away and took her all the way to the Great Barrier Reef. Here she helps Marlin find his son, Nemo. Oh my goodness, so, hold on, is Finding Dory the same story but from Dory's perspective? Because if it is, I need to see it. I actually might watch this literally tonight. That's really kind of intrigued me. Okay, so we have Dory, of course, Hank the octopus, Destiny, Bailey, Jenny and Charlie, Dory's parents. She really looks like her mum. Beaky, Fluke and Rudder, and then Gerald. Oh, it says Fluke and Rudder don't allow Gerald to join them on the rocks. That's sad. days at the moment of watching Princess and the Frog on repeat to fall asleep to. I just really love that film. I love the visuals and like the music and just the general vibe, like the aesthetic of the film. So it's really easy to fall asleep